So you want to learn a strategy that's going to make you a successful day trader. If you're watching this video, you've probably seen many others, and yet you're still unprofitable. If you haven't learned quarterly theory, then you're blind in the markets. It's not just a concept, it is genuinely the way that institutions move their money. There are three main things that would make you profitable using quarterly theory, and in this video I'm going to teach you each one of these three things. And this third one is going to blow your mind because it blew mine when I first learned it. This was the last piece of the puzzle that I was trying to build to become a profitable day trader. This last piece of the puzzle will take you from where you're at right now as an unprofitable day trader to where you want to be. You're not just going to become a profitable day trader. You're going to become a very, very successful day trader. My name is Marky. If you enjoyed this video, drop in the comments which of the three things blew your mind the most. Because if you didn't know about quarterly theory, this is going to change your trading career. So without further ado, let's hop in the charts and let me reveal the first reason why quarterly theory is going to make you a profitable day trader. The first thing I'm going to ask you is, have you ever wondered why there was a 3-month time frame? The first thing that I'm going to cover in this video is why quarterly theory is significant and why it works algorithmically. The reason why there's a 3-month time frame is because it's significant. The market is not random. It moves on quarterly goals, targets, and the order flow that goes on in the 3-month time frame. For those of you that don't know what quarters are, every 3 months is a new quarter of the year. Because there are 12 months, there are 4 quarters in a year. So essentially every 3 months, there's going to be the next quarter. So the first quarter is going to be January, February to March. That's the first quarter, and then the next quarter opens. And if you think about this logically and you hop into your 3-month time frame and really identify where the market's going, just as you would use the lower time frames, the higher time frames are just as important. The higher time frames are pushing price in a specific direction in the long run of years and months. So just like there are 4 quarters in the year, there's also 4 quarters in this specific strategy that I'm going to show you on the lower time frame. This isn't a strategy that you have to wait months and years for. This is a strategy that you can trade every day in the markets, and it's going to be revolving around the second factor that I'm going to cover that's going to be the most important. But let me first introduce you to what quarterly theory is. So let's hop into the lower time frames, and I'm going to show you how to break down quarterly theory into 4 sectors. Now I'm on the 30-minute time frame. So quarterly theory is broken down into 4 different pieces. Just as there are 4 quarters in the year, there's 4 quarters in this strategy. And it's not revolving around 90 days as the quarters are in the year, but it's instead revolving around 90 minutes. So each one of the cycles inside of quarterly theory is broken down into 90-minute cycles. So let me show you how to mark it out and what time it starts at. Remember that the market is not random. These quarters are when the market does what it's algorithmically programmed to do. So let me show you where the first quarter starts. And this is going to be the most important factor, is knowing exactly when quarterly theory starts. And that is going to be at 6 a.m. 6 a.m. is the beginning of the first window of quarterly theory. And what we expect from the 6 a.m. window is some sort of accumulation. And this is all going to make sense in the second part of the video. The second quarter starts at 7:30. Remember, it's 90-minute cycles. So from 6 a.m. to 7:30 a.m., that's going to be 90 minutes. Now, if you've already figured, from 7:30 to 9, that's going to be the next quarter. And from 9 to 10:30, that's going to be the last quarter that starts at 10:30, and the quarterly theory ends at 12, which you might know as the lunch hour. And that's going to be a significant model in one of the next videos I'm going to cover. So if you're looking forward to that, drop a comment letting me know. Now, as I mentioned earlier, the market is not random. Each one of these quarters is when big institutions circulate their money. And it's all algorithmically programmed to do a specific thing during specific times that they take advantage of. So when I break these 4 parts down, you're going to better understand how the algorithm operates and how you can take advantage of it. So let me break down each one of these cycles. The first cycle of quarterly theory is going to be known as the accumulation quarter. And for those of you that don't know what accumulation is, there's another word for it called consolidation. This is when the market stays within a tightly bound range and basically creates highs and and lows in a very tight bound range. These highs and lows are very significant for the next quarter of quarterly theory, which is going to be the manipulation quarter. For those of you that already know what manipulation is, after the accumulation comes into the market, typically the market then runs on both the highs and the lows, or just one of the sides of liquidity. Now, the reason why this second quarter is known as manipulation quarter is all going to make sense in the next part of the video, where I'm going to tell you about the specific reason why it typically manipulates in the second window, and it's all going to make sense to you very soon. The third 90-minute cycle of quarterly theory is going to be known as the expansion phase, and this is the one that you want to be trading. Remember, while manipulation phase seems really clean and easy to trade, the real move always happens inside of the expansion phase, and you can see that as soon as this third quarter opened, that's when you actually wanted to be looking for that trade. And the last 90-minute cycle of quarterly theory is the distribution phase, and this is typically after the expansion move happens. You get some sort of rebalance that pushes price back either to the equilibrium of the range or completely moves back towards where it came from. Now, I know all of this probably doesn't make any sense to you and sounds very complicated, and this next part of the video is going to make all of it make sense, because it's not really as difficult as it may seem. While there are a lot of complicated words, once you learn this second thing about why quarterly theory actually works in the market, it's going to blow your mind and it's going to all make sense. It's all just a puzzle, and you're going to see the picture much more clearly once you insert this second piece of the puzzle. And this second piece is time. So let's hop back in the charts and let me show you why. When I first learned this strategy, I was wondering the same question that you're probably wondering as well. How do you know that this specific characteristic is going to happen at that specific time? And now it's all going to make sense, because I'm going to open a new tab and show you right now. On Forex Factory right now, you can see that this is Thursday, July 24, and there was a news event at 8:30 a.m. So if there's a news event at 8:30 in Eastern Standard Time, we can think about what quarter this falls into. And if we go back to the charts, and you can see from 7:30 to 9, we have the manipulation window. So does it already make a lot of sense to you that during this specific window, there's going to be the manipulation phase, which we have a red folder high impact news event that hits. So obviously there's going to be manipulation during this window. And now that it all makes sense that we have news during that specific window, you're probably also wondering, if there's no news, what do we do? And I'll cover this later in the video. But for now, let's think about, if there's manipulation during the specific window, does it also make sense towards why there's accumulation in the previous window? Because prior to the news event, what news likes to do, especially high impact red folder news, it likes to take out liquidity. So the accumulation window before this typically builds that liquidity that's going to be later taken out. And essentially, during this manipulation window, you're waiting for price to just manipulate on one of these sides of liquidity, on both sides of liquidity, and just run in a specific direction. During the expansion phase, you're looking for a very specific thing that goes into why I became profitable using this specific strategy. And that also comes around towards the previous video I made on fair value gaps, because without fair value gaps, you're simply not going to become a profitable trader, especially trading this system. Because if it's all algorithmic, then the market's also treating gaps just as algorithmically as it's treating time. And you'll begin to see how clearly the market actually respects fair value gaps in this strategy. But before we hop into how to actually execute with this strategy and using fair value gaps, doesn't it also make sense why the expansion phase happens right after the manipulation? That's because after the manipulation takes out the sides of liquidity, that's just the first initial setting up the main move. Because in order for the market to run towards the true bias, to actually run towards where it wants to close, it has to take out the accumulation. Volatility has to kick into the market. So after manipulation phase, the expansion phase kicks in, and we actually begin to move in a specific direction for a period of time that you can actually take advantage of. And obviously after a big move like the expansion phase, there's going to be some sort of a pullback, and that's where distribution comes into play. It's distributing all the volatility that came into the market. People are selling off their orders, they're finally content with how much they made, and that's why we have that distribution window. Now, doesn't it all make sense? Aren't the pieces of the puzzle getting placed, and you're finally beginning to understand why this strategy works so well and why it's so clear to see? Now that you learned some of this stuff, isn't the image of the puzzle finally becoming more and more clear? The pieces of the puzzle are slowly coming in, and you're finally being able to visualize why the market is so algorithmically driven and how you can actually take advantage of it if you know about this specific strategy. Now, the third and most mind-blowing part of this video, it's how you know that the market actually met the criteria for you to actually place the trade in that specific day using this strategy. and that's going to be revolving around fair value gaps. When I learned this strategy, this blew my mind because I was already learning a lot of ICT concepts. I already knew about fair value gaps, and it all just blew my mind when I put that last piece inside of the puzzle. Now, let me hop back into the charts and show you exactly what I mean. So you can see already that at 9 o'clock we began to expand. And what tool did I implement to actually be able to execute at the most perfect level to take the most sniper trades using this strategy? And that was fair value gaps. If we go to the left hand side and specifically only the 30-minute time frame, because this strategy revolves around 90-minute cycles, I figured that I'd use 30-minute time frames because each one of these quarters is composed of 3 30-minute candles. So I figured if the 30-minute candles expanded fast enough to create fair value gaps, then it must also respect fair value gaps as clearly as it also respects each one of these 90-minute cycles. So when I began using the 30-minute time frame, I noticed that every single day during this 9 a.m., I noticed that every day at 9 o'clock, it began to expand, but not just from the time, from a specific concept that I noticed it respected every single day, and that was a fair value gap. Now, the reason it shocked me so much is because typically we didn't have anything to the left-hand side, right? But if you go far enough, you'll notice that there are 30-minute fair value gaps in every move. And this specific 30-minute fair value gap is the one that the market respected in that specific area. And you'll notice that if I extend this fair value gap right here, this is the specific fair value gap that the quarterly theory tapped into at exactly 9 o'clock. Now, I'm not saying that this will happen every day. This will happen every day that there is a red folder news and the second quarter of quarterly theory manipulates price, and then the expansion happens from a specific fair value gap. These are the criteria and requirements for you to actually be able to take a trade using this strategy. And when it all happens clearly, this is probably the best model that I have ever learned because your entries will literally be to the tick. You'll get in at the most sniper entry that you've ever seen. Now, if you were wondering how other people are able to catch sniper entries, you're not going to wonder that anymore because you're also going to be able to do the same thing. This model is actually insane and it's going to change the game for you. Remember, the rules for this entry is that the accumulation window actually builds some sort of liquidity. Especially given the fact that we have a red folder news, the accumulation window will likely do that. So if you get that accumulation and then the manipulation and then at the expansion at 9 a.m. you see that it taps into a 30-minute fair value gap, all the rules for the model have been met and you can ride that expansion phase either until you see a higher time frame target hit or until the distribution window hits, because typically we get a little bit of a pullback once we hit that accumulation window. You can see that we ran up and this was literally the high of the day as soon as we transitioned from the expansion phase to the distribution phase. So while I was able to show you how quarterly theory actually works and the different pieces and how you mark it out, I'm not able to teach you all the years of experience that I've had using this system. So what you're gonna have to do is go into your charts personally and learn how to trade it yourself, especially given the fact that the market is different every single day. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I was going to tell you guys what happens if there is no news, and this goes into when you don't trade quarterly theory. Quarterly theory is a very specific model, and if you get all the requirements towards quarterly theory, you're going to get the most sniper entry that you've ever seen. But if you don't have that news and if the criteria isn't met for your trade, then you're not going to be able to execute as clearly as you would on this specific day with a red folder news event. So make sure that if there is no red folder news, you're very cautious into trading quarterly theory because there's likely not going to be manipulation during that second quarter of quarterly theory and you're likely not going to get the trade. Now, I know you guys can't even lie to me. This model is insane and I don't need you guys to tell me that because I've already used it over and over again and it's proven to me that this is the best model that I have personally ever learned. If you can properly master this model and trade that expansion phase, you're going to catch even better trades than you were catching with Silver Bullet. That's because at 9 o'clock, there's something even more powerful than Silver Bullet that goes into play. So if you've watched this video and you've enjoyed quarterly theory and you genuinely think that this model is going to blow your mind, drop a comment with any confusions you have and I'll cover it in the next video. Thank you all for sitting through this video and letting me teach you this model because it's actually insane and I just had to get it off my chest. I want to see more people win, especially you guys. So be sure to drop a sub on this channel if you enjoyed it, and there's a lot of really exciting videos coming out soon. So be sure to look forward to those. Thank you all for watching and I'll catch you guys in the next video.